welcome to the Kelly Roach Show, a place for no fluff, easy to implement, 20-minute or less business and leadership lessons to help you build a sustainable business that scales. Let's get started. I had a mentor for 15 years that completely changed the trajectory of my life. My mentor, Dave, was part parental figure, part coach, part boss, part friend, part confidant, and everything in between. And looking back on my life in this moment, I absolutely would not be sitting where I am today without him. I was his right-hand person and his top performer and his top moneymaker, and probably responsible for hundreds of thousands of dollars of commission for him. And yet, he was the person who came to me and said, "You are destined for bigger things. You are destined for greatness. What are you doing? Get your own business started." He actually said, "You belong on television. You need to go do something big." And I never dreamed of being an entrepreneur. I never dreamed of being a business owner. I actually dreamed of being in a boardroom for a big company and working my way up and living that life. And then destiny kind of called me to serve. And somehow I ended up here. There are so many lessons that I learned from Dave that I am immeasurably grateful for and that I use in my decision-making every single day. But one of the most important lessons that I learned from Dave was to never, ever set my goals or to set my sights on the goals that I was reaching for based on other people's standards. He would show me time and time and time again how the standards that people set for themselves are so unbelievably, pathetically low. And how by following the standards that other people set in their business, with their teams, with their results, with what they think is possible, it kind of manipulates your mind into believing that that's all there is for you. And I see this a lot with entrepreneurs that hide behind, well, industry standard is, well, the average conversion rate is, the average landing page conversion rate is, the average ad cost is. That's when you know you're off track. You know that you're off track when you're setting your goals based on standards by other people. Because if you believe that you were given gifts, that you're here to maximize, to use your greatest capacity, to achieve your highest level of success, that God put you here with a plan and a purpose, then certainly you believe that you shouldn't be setting your goals based on industry standards or averages or other people's bar for success. So I want to challenge your thinking today to really ask yourself, where are you allowing yourself to cop out of setting the big goal, the shoot for the stars goal, the massive dream upon dream upon dream? Because you're allowing yourself to fall back on the success that other people are having, the results that other people are getting, the standards that other people are living by. I don't care whether it's your marriage, the way that you're raising your children, how you interact with your family, your neighbors, your church, your team, your clients, your market. The moment that you are operating based on standards that are set by people that were not blessed with your gifts, with the expectation of greatness that you were given in what you do and how you do it, is the moment that you have forgotten the miracle of life that was instilled in you, the miracle of the dreams that were planted inside of you, the miracle of being chosen by God with the plan and purpose that He selected that is individual and unique to you. So today's episode is to remind you to shoot for the stars, to remind you to set a higher standard, to remind you to not just 10x, but 100x your expectations of yourself versus your expectations of those around you. It's to remind you that you are not average, and therefore you cannot fall back on the behavior or the standards or what's okay to the average person. Because what's okay and what's even good to the average person does not even scrape the surface of your capability, of the possibilities that wait for you, of the expectations of you. I'm sure you've all heard, right? For those that much is given, much is expected. And we have all been given the awesome responsibility of fully utilizing our capability and our gifts to make the biggest impact possible, to do the most good possible, to touch the most amount of people possible, in the most meaningful way possible in our very limited time here. So today I want to remind you, other people's standards, other people's expectations of life, other people's expectations of themselves. That's the basement. And you need to be operating on the 100th floor. You need to dream bigger. You need to expect bigger of yourself and those around you. You need to set a new standard. You are not here to uphold the status quo. You are not here to uphold the standards that were set before you. You are here to shatter ceilings. You are here to disrupt the status quo. You are here to take the ceiling and make it the floor. And that has to come from you, and it has to be in you, and it has to come through you in every single area of your life. So today I want you to ask yourself, where is it time to set a new standard? Where is it time to raise the bar? Where have you been allowing the status quo to creep in? Where have you been comparing and allowing good enough in the name of industry standards, other people's standards, averages around you to creep into your life? You are so much better than that. You are so much more capable than that. You deserve better than that, but you have to show up and earn it. So today is your invitation to do just that. Ask yourself where you need to show up better for yourself. Ask yourself where it's time to show up bigger and better for the people that are counting on you. Ask yourself where it's time to use your gifts in an even greater capacity. And go out in the world and shine your light bright and make a difference today.